Hey, happy Hopeful Friday to you. I'm out here in the winter grass for the most part. This is what we planted. You can see behind me last fall, and really it's about the only stand that we got, just because it was so dry last fall. But it's really coming on now, and I mean it's really greening up. Everything's looking good. This is here April 7th, I think, and um, it's the season's starting to turn. We're starting to get springtime in Oklahoma. Thinking about that, um, lots of times things happen in a rhythm or happen in a season. And, thinking about your life or my life, how does that relate to us? So, a lot of times, I don't know about you, but I take things and I'm like, well, I want to get this set up and I want to start doing it. And, I just want to do it from now on or whatever it is. And, you know, a lot of times, or most of the time, I guess, if we're honest about it, that's not the case. You're going to change, you're going to pivot, you're going to, make adjustments to your direction, and things are going to be a little bit different probably than what you or I had envisioned. The thing is, when you encounter those, which you will encounter those, you can either view them as setbacks or roadblocks or dead ends, whatever you want to say, or you can view them as opportunities. Is that a problem? Well, maybe it is a problem for the direction that you wanted to go at the time you wanted to go there. And again, with your life or whatever, with your career, whatever you're doing, whatever you're thinking about. But it might be an opportunity if you just give it a minute to, think about, well, okay, if that's not working, what could I do? And man, for me lately, that's been a lifesaver or a game changer. Um, just because, it's like, well, this wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and I'm not talking about any in particular, but just like just like this spring and this grass. This looks pretty good behind me. I will say, for the green, it looks pretty good. And I brought you to the best field I have. But last fall, when I was planting all this, I mean, it costs money to run a tractor, to run a no-till drill, to buy the seed, and all that kind of stuff. My thought was I would have a lot better stand than this. We didn't get the moisture, and it didn't happen. And so that's that. There's not much way around that. But if I choose to just be down about that and think, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna have enough grass, blah blah blah, we made other decisions. I've told you, we destocked, we sold a lot of cattle, and we have way more grass than we have cattle right now, which is a good thing. I had planned maybe to restock by now, but the weather is just not looking like it. But anyway, you can't let that kind of thing get you down. That was my plan last fall. If you put a calculator to it, I lost money on it. If you think about where I was planning to be with the number of cattle, I'm not there. So those things look like, on the outside, those look like setbacks or failures. But I don't choose to look at them like that. I'm looking at it like, you know what? We got the cattle sold, so we didn't have to feed them. We didn't have to buy feed for them. And now this spring, we don't have enough feed, to really restock without being hard on the land. That's a thing for us. We want to be good stewards. We don't want to take this down to a tabletop. We want there to be some growth there. So it's I look at it like we did the best thing we could do, and really we didn't even have all of the information then that we do now. Looking back on that decision, that was an even better decision now that we've got to this point in the game. So I just want to come by and encourage you to, just because it's not looking like something that you thought it was going to look like, don't totally throw it all out and start over. Just rethink about, or if you're a person who prays, pray about it. You know, ask a mentor, whatever it is, but get some insight, get some input about, well, what could I do here? How could this work? What do we need to be doing right now? And it'll change your outlook. It'll make you feel like, you know what, that's really not that big of a deal, and you know, we're gonna get through this and go on to the next thing. You know, it'll rain sometime, and quite a little bit, and you know, this will all be a memory at that point. But until it does, you know, I'm just doing what I need to be doing and keep up with it. So anyway, just from the cattle pen, wanted to come by and give you guys a kind of my thoughts on what's going on, and wish you a happy Hope-Filled Friday. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll catch you down the road.